Okay. So, welcome everybody to the continuation of my Bloodborne playthrough. If you had watched your first one, you might have noticed that I've changed the character. I didn't keep with that original one. I decided in the end that I didn't want to do another skill-based play. I felt like that'd be kind of repeating a little bit too much of what I've already done. I didn't want to do the exact same thing. So I'm going to do something a little bit different this time. I'm actually going to do a strength slash arcane build, which means I'm going to, as well as having like certain strength weapons, I'm going to be focusing on weapons that have arcane scaling, which are a few particular ones. I have one weapon in mind that I want to use, and that's the, it's actually a DLC weapon. It's Ludwig's, or no, I'm not, sorry, it's the Holy Moonlight Blade. And, it's a really cool sword. It's a transformation actually turns it into this, like, glowing blue greatsword, which is where the arcane portion of the sword comes from. So yeah, so I changed it up a little bit. We're going to be trying that out. I've never done an arcane build before because frankly I know a lot of people think that it's almost a pointless stat. I don't think it's pointless, but I do think it has limited uses. So we're going to try it out, see how it goes. Nope. No, we're safe. Not here. Alright, so I can't help her yet until I get to the church, which is not until I beat the next boss. So I won't be going there yet. I'll come back to help her out once. First, once I break all these barrels. Therapeutic. Oh yeah. I love the barrels. Oh. Miyazaki, never get rid of them. Alright. I'll go back to help her once I beat the boss, because until then I don't have anywhere for her to go. So the dialogue box literally just says no. Like, your only response you can give is no. So, not gonna bother yet. Alright, I've improved, or I've double checked on the audio, so everything should be pretty clear. If you guys are, I'm not coming through, if the game audio is not coming through, something like that, just let me know in the comments so I can fix that. It's a really simple fix. It shouldn't take more than a couple seconds to do, but you know, I don't have any way of knowing until after the stream is done. So I appreciate if you see anything just to let me know. I'm sorry, I'm mindlessly going through these barrels because it's so much fun. It's just fun how much they just explode. Ah, there he is. I was just looking around to see where he was. He's over in that corner. Alright. Come here, you sniper piece of crap. You're going first. No, wasn't able to dodge once I landed. No bigs. I'll just pop one now. I'll probably get one or two from these guys, so I might as well pop one now. Alright, so there's a guy over here. I'm pretty sure there's another sniper somewhere, and I don't want to attract his attention. The snipers are just annoying. They hurt most actually when you're close, so... Oh gosh, I forgot how long that combo was. They hurt most when you're close, so from far away they're just an annoyance. There we go. Blood vial's all back up. Alright, give me 1 second. Okay. So, let's see. Slowly making my way to Papa G. Gonna go fight Father Gascoigne. He's a once hunter, now becoming beast, like these guys. So you can tell these guys are they're partially humanoid. Come on. Yeah. They're partially humanoid because at one time they actually were just regular villagers. all of the beasts that you see, at least right now, were originally villagers and or hunters. The story is that the more that they hunt, the more they're exposed to the thing that actually turns them into beasts, which is it's basically like a poisoned blood of some sort. And so yeah, after a little bit of time, they start turning into this. That's why some of them are like wearing clothes and such. Oh, he still does it. Give me the health back. And hopefully he gives me a vial. Oh, no, I learned. Alright. Is that a critter collar? Did I hear a little scratchy? The critter collar? Oh, those are the rats below. Dang it. There's these tiny little monsters that they just run away from you because they just give you blood one sniper, so I don't have to worry about it anymore. And I don't think there's any more items, so... Oh, that's right, she's up above. Okay. There's a woman I want to go talk to real quick. She gives me a... Oh, those are the rats. It sounds like it's coming from right behind me, and I keep thinking that... And that hunter gives me a few items as well as can help me in a later quest. So I want to go talk to her real quick. Hello. Look in the bags to Illuminator. There's just a light. They just put a light in the middle of the bags. There's not actually supposed to be anything there, but they just did it so it illuminates her. It's not subtle at all. I find it really funny that they just is like, yeah, she needs to be seen, but let's not put a lantern behind. Just put a light. Just put it in the bags. No one will notice. It's just a firefly. It's just a really, really, really big firefly. Yeah, I'm fine. There. That's why I was going to go talk to her. She gives you the shake off cape gesture, which is far and large my favorite one. Alright, so... yeah. It's fun to do after boss fights. Boom. Alright. We are ready and set for action. Alright, let's see here. Drop down here. Yeah, I could have taken the stairs, but screw it. Alright, so I'm going to fight the guys up here before dropping down. So those two bodies that I broke off from their chains, they both give an item. That one's a weapon. That one's something else. I don't remember what it is. It's just some item. Nothing too important, but... I'm gonna go for the item because I don't remember what it is, and I know I'm not gonna use that weapon. It's the saw spear, I think. I have the saw cleaver. That's the saw spear. So it's a variation of what I'm already using, and that one's a dex base. So I'm using strength, which means I want this one anyway. Oh, okay. And I'm dead. Never mind. Let's go back there. Man, I remember those guys trapping me like that. Goodness. It's been so long since I've come back to this game that I'm gonna have to get reaccustomed to everything. Alright, no biggie though. It's not a long trek. I should be able to get back there real quick. Although, do I want to go to the other bonfire? Lantern, I'm sorry. Gosh, I am forever going to call them bonfires. I've played this game several times and, you know, played it, not when it came out, but a long time ago, and the fact that I still call them bonfires shows how much Dark Souls is ingrained into my brain at this point. Alright. I'm going to go open that shortcut real quick so I can ignore these two guys next time. There it is. Alright. Open this door. I'm not going to do it yet. I'm confident I can get back there without too much of a hassle. Yeah, I see ya. The dogs I want to get rid of because those guys are can. All right, is he still following me? No. All right, good. You're dead. Sorry, doggy. Just don't want you messing with the round thing. Nothing personal. I just know that if I leave you alone, you're gonna come out and attack me. What the? Oh, you. Not all of them open up. So, like, you can ignore some of them. But I don't remember which ones they are, so I just gotta kill them all. The ones in the cage are one hit, so it's really convenient. There's no worries about taking too much time with him. Alright, so let's see. Okay, just gonna go over here. Whoop. Alright, where's it? Dang it! Man! When you fall from a height, you don't get any chance to get back up. That's the problem. I land and then I'm spamming square or circle to dodge out of the way, but I do not get a choice to. Alright. These two are what? Apparently he has my soul, so that's nice. Okay. Okay. Just trying to deal with the gunners first, because the gunners, by far... Oh, what the heck? I'm pretty sure that spear's not that long. Alright. Nope. 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 Nobody nope. Thank you. That's what I think. I thought there was another guy. Is there just the two gunners and the one beast? That's nice if it is. I don't have to deal with any more, but... Alright, so... If I go back in, what happens is I'm going to land on the ledge on the left and the right, and then I drop down from there. In the middle chair, I have to climb up back the ladder. But... Yeah, I want to see what this item is. I don't remember what it is, but I'm curious. I know that's the weapon. I always thought it was this one, but I just played with Billy, and he picked the other path, and we saw that it was... Oh, good, so I'm glad I did that. Alright, if I can remember the correct buttons. Nope. Get out of here, Raz. I don't want you. You just gotta circle around those guys. They ain't nothing. Barrels! Do a barrel roll! Sorry, I apologize. Not really. Man, if you're expecting high quality content, you have come to the right channel. My jokes are nothing but the highest tier. If it's one thing I'm good for, it's high quality puns. Trust me, all my friends can confirm. You know they're high quality because of how much they cringe. Wow, that's a sad truth, isn't it? Alright, enough of that. And I always come back then, there's nothing there. Every time I play this, I go to that corner and there's nothing there. I don't know why I check. I know there's nothing in that corner. Ah, there's something up there, though. I am a hoarder in these games by nature. Thankfully, I've played this enough that I remember particular items to avoid. Then again, if I don't remember it, I'm gonna pick it up, so I apologize for that. It's kind of like, I like to experience the game again as if it was the first time playing it, and that kind of involves doing those kinds of things, so like doing the little challenge or whatever that it takes to get those extra items. You know, I did it the first time, I kind of like to see if I can do it the next time. I mean, there's Not a lot to gain from that except from the item itself, but it's kind of one of those things where I don't replay games. Dark Souls, well, Dark Souls 2, but Bloodborne is one of those unique ones that I've played through it completely 3 times, which is a first. Which is a first for me, because normally I'll play it once, I'll have seen everything, it's like it loses its uniqueness to me, so I won't want to bother again. Oh good, that was a Bloodstone shard. I definitely want that. Oh, those are the bodies. Let them bodies hit the flow. Literally. Time for hunting. I remember Billy talking about how he doesn't like messages in Dark Souls because he thinks they detract from the experience you get yourself, because, you know, more or less things are spoiled for you, which is kind of true. People will put down hints and such for you to get through areas so that you don't, you know, if a trap's upcoming or that kind of thing. But what I say with Bloodborne is they're not as obvious, I think. They're not these giant, bright, glowing red signs that they were in Dark Souls, which isn't really a bad thing, but it definitely bothered him. In this one, though, they're much more subtle. They're just like little bubbling pools. Alright. So I swear that these birds were purely designed with this weapon in mind, because they only go straight at you. Like, everything they do is go straight at you, and this weapon has this huge arc where you can get everything above you as well. See that? And it's like, so the birds try and jump over you and like peck on you from your head, and it's like this thing is perfectly designed so that it goes right over your head and hits them directly. Just sticking my axe in their door, just trying to break in. They fixed it so that it doesn't actually hit through the wall. I think in Dark Souls 1, if you did that, it would actually hit through the wall. This one, though, it hits the first object in front of it. So even if the actual weapon goes through it, it doesn't actually hit everything behind it. Boop. Alright. Look at the big guys have these ragdoll physics. Whee! Alright. Let's keep going. Up we go. I'm getting a little grimy. I'm going to clean off real quick. So yeah, if you're ever playing Bloodborne, it's like, it's getting a little too gross on me. I don't like looking at that bright red. All you gotta do is unequip and re-equip everything. The only thing that doesn't change is your actual avatar. So the little sliver that you can see in the hair. But if I take it off, you see I've got a nice little raccoon bandana going on there. Because they actually did make it where the helmets cover certain parts of the face, and not all of it. So some things are affected and others aren't. Alright, she's going to be a big help for the upcoming boss.
I know that well. Are you a hunter? I think it to my mum. I think it came back from the hunt, and she went to find him. But now she's gone too. I'm all alone. I'm scared.
Oh, poor girl.
Really? Oh, thank you. Mum wants a red jeweled brooch. It's so big and beautiful. You won't miss it. Oh, I mustn't forget.
Try to see if I can see her.
Please find my mum.
Hello.
We had this music box.
Yeah, I don't see her.
Plays one of Daddy's favourite songs.
Kind of wish I could see her.
And when Daddy forgets us, we've heard him say he remembers. Mum says silly can live without it.
So yeah, that's kind of a sad part of her storyline. So her dad is Papa G, Father Gascoigne, which is the next boss that I'm about to go fight here pretty soon. So basically, he's a hunter. He goes off, and like I was saying earlier with those humanoids, how they eventually start turning into the beasts themselves. So that's what her dad's doing. Is, you know, the hunters are trying to fix it, but at the same time, you know, just the constant toll of it eventually wears on them enough that they become, most all of them, if not all of them, become beasts themselves. So he goes off, he's doing his own work, and his mom, or her mom, is basically going out to look for him because he's been gone a long time. Oh, dang it. That's one hit away from killing him. Don't you whap at me. Oh, gosh. Stop slapping me. I forgot that the charge... Oh, you're not dead. Now you did. But, yeah, so... Won't be long before we figure out the fate of him and his wife, unfortunately. That's, that'll be described to us all too soon. Ah, dang it. Not quite long enough. Alright, I'm gonna use the gun just to interrupt them, because, man, these guys are annoying. Not difficult by any stretch yet. They're just annoying. Alright. Take a vial. Take the bullets. Gosh! Man, you were nothing if not armed. Alright, I gotta come at these guys from an angle. Yeah. They're really effective right head on, so let's just do this. There you go. And did. Okay, I don't think there's any more items. Yeah, the first time I dropped down here, I was immediately, I saw the corpses. I was like, yeah, those are going to attack me, aren't they? They're all littered right around where the item is. That's totally a trap. Oh, where are the crows? Oh, I forgot the crows. Ah, they're the crows. And sit down. See, it's like, it's perfectly in the trajectory to get those guys. That's why I think that these guys were designed with this weapon in mind. I actually had a little bit of trouble with them with the whip, which is kind of funny because there's a lot of other situations where it feels like the cane whip is the most effective. Because you got these huge wide groups of enemies all coming at you at the same time, and the whip allows you to get them all at once. Not with the crows, though. They don't have quite the same reach. Alright, so I know you're there. And there. So close. It's kind of annoying that I need to use the bullet at all. Ah, we got 3 of them. Alright. Dang it! Alright. I'm gonna go at you from the side. Yeah. Alright, and you're all that's left, and down you go. Why did I do that? That's what I meant to do. Alright, and then there's Mr. Pigman in the distance. Really, crows? No one can. Crow, you stupid. You're stupid. You don't know what you're doing. You're attacking walls. You're blind and crap. You ain't got nothing on this. Yeah, look at that cape sway. You got that hip action going on. You know, he might be dealing with cursed werebeasts and all kinds of mannered of dead creature, but at least he's got style. And I am neon bright green. There we go. Nice and fresh. Okay, I want to go level now. Yeah, because I wanted to activate this closer lantern. So, in case I die with Gascoigne, which is likely, I guess, he's not impossible, but he is difficult. Ah, good, I got that. Oh, that guy was right on my tail. And down you go. Down, Bessie. Alright, give me them vials. You can always trust on them to give you blood vials, thank heaven. Alright, back to the Hunter's Dream we go. Gonna level up, and then shortcut, everything's unlocked to go fight Gascoigne, and so that's where we'll be heading off next. Alright, nothing for me. Dang it. I don't remember what that sound is from.
Yes, I see. But the
Can you give me
great
anything?
bridge is Tangier, the hunt that is killing me. You could try the aqueduct. There's a rather, how shall I put it, colourful area south of the Great Bridge. From there, an aqueduct leads to the cathedral ward.
So this is one of the denizens. He's not on the hunt, but
I don't imagine
just like everyone else, he's being affected by the curse.
not much of a choice.
So originally he told me to go to the bridge, which is where you fight the cleric beast, but the gate is closed. So if you go back and talk to him, he's like, oh, that's right, they close it on the hunt. So instead, you could try this, because I'm trying to get to the cathedral ward for some reason. I actually don't remember what he says. I think he's just talking about going to the healing church.
Welcome home. What is it? Very well, then.
Alright, so let's see. I can level up once, so... let's get up health one more. I usually like having 15 to start with.
Farewell, good hunter.
It's a pretty good starting number to have. It'll get you through for a few bosses, at least. So, first, actually, I can fortify. Yeah. Let's see. Can I get? Okay, so once I beat Gascoigne, I then can. Oh, then I have to beat the other beast. So I have a little bit to go before I'll get the, not the main weapon I'm going to use, but one of them. So I'm going to use that because I have to use this for a while. So I'm going to play it safe and make sure that I have a little bit of damage with that one. And I don't have any, I don't have the gems. Yeah, I can't use gems. Alright. Off we go. And I want Central Yarnum. Yeah, Central Yarnum's the fastest way. There's a lot of ways actually to get to and from this boss fight. You could really, like, obviously you can get it from any bonfire, any lantern, but in particular, you open up certain shortcuts. So like if instead of going through the bottom of the house, if I went up, I could hop around, and I would have to pass the werewolves, but I unlocked another shortcut that would bring me down to the bottom of the aqueducts. I don't really know, like, there's a lot of shortcuts, but some of them are obviously more effective than others. Like for this one, so normally I would go through and fight those guys, but I can come through here and avoid them entirely. All this does is I'm literally running parallel with them, and they're off behind to my left. And I'm going to go this way. And we're going to go in here. I guess I could have fought them for blood vials, but... I don't see the point. At least I don't see the need. I could have, but I don't need to. Alright. These guys, I like to let the fireball do all the work. So, see that little gray thing in the background behind these guys? So they're going to run up at me. They're going to act like they're all big and high and mighty. And then someone's going to light that fireball, and it's going to take them all out. Eventually. And, yeah, it's always you. I don't know how you survive. How did you survive? And give me my health back. Thank you very much. Alright. Alrighty then. Off we go. Alright, you ain't gonna do nothing. Those shield guys are more than pointless. They hardly do any attacks. All they do really is just have a shield up. I think they're more of like a figure holder, like the fact that some people, even in beast form, are still frightened. Because like he might do an attack, but usually what he does is he'll just like bash you with your shield, and it does minimal damage, if anything. Alright, nothing over there. Give me that. Oh, I should have used a vial first. Okay. This is the gross part by far. So there's Mr. Pigman that if we went underneath the bridge, we would have come up in front of him. Now we're behind him. So, of course, I'm going to do a backstab on him. Which leaves me with the rather unfortunate business of having to deal with his butt. Yeah. Not one of my more prouder moments. What? How you know it's there? Now you're dead. I was wondering why you didn't explode yet. Alright. Man, I hate that pig. Worst part is you have to fight him head on later on. There's a point you come to where you don't have any choice. Well, I guess you do have a choice, but it takes a long time to get around him. And even then, you're not guaranteed to get behind him. Yay, climbing ladders. At least it's faster than it used to be. Alright, give it one more second. Dang it. Sorry, I got the Twitch app up on my phone because my computer is not happy with the internet and is freezing up on just about every occasion it gets. Every chance it gets to. So I'm not gonna basically mess with that. Alright. So this guy, I'm gonna backstab on him. And the other guy. Dang it. I swear, that pole does not look that long. There we go. Alright, I'm going to use a blood vial just to get a little bit. I got them to replenish that. Alright, I just wanted to get the hunter's mark. What is it? Oh, switch. There we go. Actually, I want that one there. And that one there. Okay, so the music box... Actually, let me put the music box here. Right in my inventory slot. I'm not going to need it. I'm not going to need the pebbles, so there's no point in having it up there. And it goes there. Alright. So, using this... I'll just show you. Why not? So he's another hunter who's at this point just gone completely psycho. He's starting to become the beast as much as they are. As you can see, he's just hacking it away even though the guy's already been dead long before.
Beasts all over the shop.
So yeah, now we get to fight Papa G. Gosh, not already, dude. Come on, this stupid guns. Thank heaven that was there. Yeah, how does it feel to constantly shoot your gun at someone? Man, I am out of sync with this guy. Alright, come on. Alright, there we go. The biggest annoyance is this gun just because it's just chip damage. Dang it! Ah! I am totally off for the parries. Man, I used to be good with parrying him, and I am not today.
What's that smell?
You've been causing a little bit too much problems with me for today.
So it seems to me.
So now, yeah. Now he's stronger. Now he's faster. Now he's got more reach. It's all a fun time. If you do it right, you can get a parry. If you do it the wrong time, he either ignores it or just stops him. Dang it! All right, come on. I'm just out of sync. No, I couldn't get in there. I figured I could get a move in sometime, but... What? Your range ain't that big, mister. Nah, apparently it is. Oh, no! Ah, come on! Man, he likes to stop you from getting any kind of combo on you. Oh, alright. This is when it gets interesting. Alright. Oh, no, I missed. Dang it. Whoops! I didn't roll backwards, I rolled sideways. Okay. Alright. Alright, come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, I'm stuck, I'm stuck. Oh, crap. Is this it? Nope. Alright, I gotta get back in the open. Yeah, break those tombstones for me. Oh, I was out of the way for that. Alright. Come on. Oh, no, no, no. Nope. Oh my gosh. Whew. Man. Oh, that guy always gives me trouble. Holy snap. Alright, at least I did it. Woo! Check out that health though. Alright. Mission accomplished, everybody. Right. Man. Alright, so activate that. We're not going to go back yet because there's no enemies in between here and the next lantern, so we're going to move on. Fall damage isn't going to hurt me from this, is it? It better not. Alright, good. So, yeah. So the tiny music box given by the little girl, he went out on the hunt, and it had been taking him a long time to get back, and that's where we come across, is like he's been doing that. Now, I just got the red jeweled brooch, which was found on the woman laying on the house. If you remember, the little girl's asking for you to find her mother, which can be, she said, can be found, or she can be recognized because she has this big red jeweled brooch. So, yeah, that's the sob story of them, is the little girl asks you to find her mother who has been killed by her father because he's going crazy, and then you have to kill the father because he turns completely crazy, and yeah. Virgo Spider hides all manner of rituals, keeps our lost master from us. A terrible shame. It makes my head shudder uncontrollably. Never really understood that little bit. He's referring to a character you meet later. the Bergenworth spider. Oh wait. No, that's not... Who is that? That's someone else. Keeps our lost master from a terrible shame. Alright, that's a boss. That's right. That's a boss you fight later on. Alright, so I just got the gem workshop tool, which means I can put gems in my weapons. So now I can do that a little bit. Alright. I love this game. It's so cinematic. And not in cutscenes. Like, it's just... It's got that epicness feel in terms of all the settings and characters and everything that it gives you. All right. Okay. Now we need to talk to this person, dude or chick. I have no idea. It's an it, I guess. Wherever it once was, it ain't now.
Oh, you must be a hunter. Very sorry. The incense must have masked your scent. Good, good. I've been waiting for one of your ilk. These hunts have everyone all locked up inside, waiting for it to end. It always does. Always has, you know, since forever. But it won't end nicely. Not this time. Even some folks hiding inside are going bad.
I'm gonna get a good look at their face.
The stench of blood, the snarls of beasts. None of them's here in chapel. They'll be safe here. The incense wards off the beasts. Spread the word. Tell them to come on over. If you wouldn't mind.
So, he's probably
shouldn't be asking you, but
just as crazy.
someone if they seem
So, okay, what's funny about this place is you can break the pots just like normal, but actually, it doesn't affect anything gameplay-wise, but you really shouldn't, just in terms of lore, because what these are all incense jars, and that's what that kind of haze that you see is. And basically, the incense for more or less just wards off any beasts that come around. So this is one of the safe points that I was talking about. So that lady that was asking for a safe place, I can tell her to come here instead of her home. And it's probably, in what he was saying is that even some people in their homes are going bad. This place is safer, and therefore well, it's just safer than their home. Let's just keep it at that. All right.
Welcome, Otis.
Let's see if I can level up anymore. All right. I'm approaching the point where I can get the weapon I want, but I'm not quite there yet. I think I have to go through at least one more boss before I can get it. See if I got that right. So if I go up, I fight the Vicar. Yeah, I have to go down. So I have one boss, but I have two, if not three, mini bosses to get through. So I got a little bit of ways to go. Okay, so let's see. That brings in my weapon. Let's bring Arcane up to 15. Actually, I'm not gonna touch Arcane yet, just because I need. It's at the base amount. I checked for the weapon that I want, so I don't need it to go up to equip it. It's just for scaling. So for now, I'm gonna put one into endurance and strength, and I'm gonna wait on Arcane until I actually get the weapon that I want to use, and we'll just hold off on that. Okay. So he's got something to tell me now, I think.
This close. It will be a long hunt tonight. If the beasts loom large and threaten to crush your spirits, seek a holy chalice, as every hunter before you has. A holy chalice will reveal the tomb of the gods, where hunters partake in communion.
Cool.
Most of the holy chalices lie deep within the tomb of the gods, and the few that found their way to the surface were lost But if the old hunter tales remain true, one of the holy chalices is worshipped in the valley hamlet. Yet the town is in disarray. It was burned and abandoned for fear of the scourge. Home now only to beasts. The perfect place for a hunter, wouldn't you say?
Alright, so what's that all about is these chalices. Those are like the randomized labyrinth dungeons that you can do. They're all optional, and they're these tombstones here. So you find a chalice. There's only one that you can get through the main game. All the other ones you get from doing the chalices. So that's why I was saying, like, you find the chalices in the tombs, but there's one that was in the hamlet. So you find that one, and from there you go through them and you unlock certain other chalices, because basically they equate to varying difficulties. Some are random, some are set. So you have to go through all the set ones to get to a really special secret boss. But it takes a ton of time and effort to actually get the materials for it. So I was actually really disappointed by the boss fight. It was more just like cool that there was one, not necessarily was it fun to do, unfortunately. I wish it was the other way, but it is what it is. Actually, can I afford it? I don't think I have enough. Yeah, I still only have one. Okay. So, I leveled up. I can take that out. I'm going to go to Cathedral Ward. And from here, we're going to go down into that valley that he was talking about. And he said that it was burned down for fear of the beasts. So that's where we're going to go to next. And there's only the next boss through all of that, but it's quite a distance. And the biggest part is that there's a particular mini boss there that causes a lot of trouble, at least at the beginning. So it's going to be interesting having to get through all that. But once I do that, I'll be able to unlock there, because up here is where I want to go to get the weapon that I want. And before I can do that, though, I have to go and fight all these hunters. And yeah, these guys right here. Alright. These guys are always a pain. Well, that was more of one. And he saw me. So there's a lot of ways that I can go right now, but this is where I want to go given what I want to do. So where I'm going right now, I could completely avoid if I was just wanting to do like a speed run. If I was just going to get to the main boss as quick as possible. But there's a lot of stuff that you miss, and a lot of good stuff that you miss if you avoid it. So we're gonna go do that because it's fun. Alright, so this is fun. Pick up this and get out of the way as quick as you can. Because, yeah, that happens right there. So, yeah, we can't see him yet. There's something there. And we'll just wait a little bit to figure out what that is. But the reason I wanted to get that is it gives some variations of the armor that I currently have. So it gives another set of hunter trousers and gloves, which are the exact same, no different. This one, it lowers your blunt reduction, I guess, by 10, which equates to 1%. But it gives you a more frenzy and beasthood resistance. So I'm going to go with that. It also gives you the top hat. I don't really prefer the top hat. Some people do. I don't really like how it looks, but it's whatever. I like this hat better. But I like the way this coat looks way more. It's actually what the flagship, or the cover art has. They have this coat instead of the one that you start out with, the one that has the I don't know what you even call it, like the kind of the drape over yours. Alright. Not too difficult, but I got a few guys to fight here. Biggest problem is that dog. And combined with that spearman, because man, those guys like to screw you over. If I can get the dog on his own, that would be great. Get the dog first, but I'm probably just going to have to jump on in. And I know I'm getting a lot of like soul items to use for... Dog, get over here. There you go. Alright. And then you won't be too much of a problem. You dead. Thanks to the benefits of upgrading and leveling up. Because these guys are taking more damage, but I already upgraded, so it's still only 1 or 2 or 3 hits each. Alright, oh, I can go. I can wait to go in there. I'm gonna drop down. Alright, so this part sucks. It's short, but it sucks. Now we got 2 dogs and a gunman. Man, I hate these things. Oh, he's stuck in a corner. That was a bad idea. Oh, Luke, that was a really bad idea. Glad I made it through there. That was really dumb. Juke! Take a saw to the face. Give me them bullets. Alright. I'm gonna go in here. See, my fellow hunter did the same. And someone over... Yeah, I'll do this first. So here is one of the church members. He's not a hunter, but he's a member of the healing church, which they were the ones who had administered the blood, and they were the first ones to realize that the blood was actually a problem, because originally they were giving out this blood for people who were sick because it cured all their illnesses, and it did just that. But the problem was that it caused this transformation. It caused an addiction to it, which caused the transformation. So they were the first ones who then had to stop administering it, and they were the ones who formed the hunters originally to try and, combat it. Nope, I want to talk to him. Hang on.
You're a beast hunter, aren't you? I knew it. That's precisely how I started out. Oh, beg pardon. You may call me Alfred, protege of Master Ligurius, hunter of vile bloods. So, what say you? Our prey might differ. We are hunters, the both of us. Why not cooperate and discuss the things we've learned? Oh, take this to celebrate our acquaintance.
I don't remember what he gives me. Oh, that's right, fire paper.
Beast hunting is a sacred practice. May the good blood guide your way.
So he's kind of an interesting character.
There be oodles for us to share.
Oodles.
Come on, just tell me what piques your interest.
We've got oodles. Alright, I already know about that. I'm going to talk with him just because I don't know if it triggers anything.
I bid you farewell. May the good blood.
So yeah, he's hunting the Vile Bloods, which is basically like a rival group. Basically, the Vile Bloods are just described as being evil. I don't really understand their motivations or anything, though, because they have like a queen that they serve by. Well, I saw you screwing around under there. He's trying to get to me, but he can't. Alright, is there anything? No. Okay. So I'm gonna unlock that in the center. Watch that tomb lift up. And slide away. I could have come through that door, but I would have gotten nowhere, so right now I'm going to drop down. And take him out. Alright then. Gimme. Alright, and now I can go down in there. I don't know what the Vile Bloods necessarily are, like what makes them evil, but they have this queen that is basically immortal. I think I think the Vilebloods do something that's like considered impure by the church in some way. But the Vilebloods basically go around and killing hunters, and give their blood to the queen so that she can continue to live, because she's more or less like she can live forever, but she needs sustenance, and so she has all of these helpers go out and kill hunters and beasts alike to bring her that. That's as far as I understand it. I'm not 100% sure on that, but you know, that's what I've come to believe. So yeah, the church hunters are enemies with the Vilebloods and vice versa, because the church hunters are trying to correct their mistake, more or less. Some accuse them of trying to cover it up. Some people think they're trying to help, so it's kind of dependent on your opinion of it, but they're trying to more or less fix their mistake as well as get rid of the beasts, whereas the Vilebloods target the hunters specifically. So we're gonna do his quest line, which we won't see finish for a long time, but it's going to give us he's going to give us a rune that I want to use. Yay for breaking pots and smashing things. I'm sorry if it's annoying anyone. There's really no point for me doing it. It's just fun. It's fun to see for it to go that smash, and then just pieces everywhere. And what's more than that, there's like huge areas of tons of pots and barrels for you to smash. Actually, I think there is something in here. Yeah, there it is. It's unfortunate that there's not more items hidden by these, because, you know, just about everyone who plays does this. It's just fun. But, like, kind of wish that there's only usually like one, maybe two items that are hidden under there, whereas there's a lot that are just sitting out in the open. So I don't know, I just wondered why they just didn't put more underneath. Like, if you're gonna put it on the open anyway, why don't go ahead and give it a little bit of a reward for people smashing barrels by putting one underneath, at least more than they've got, because I think that one right there is the only one that I can think of that's hidden amongst a pile of debris. Alright, I want to see how many blood vials I have, because I noticed after the gas coin I have 30. I ended with 19. I came back and it didn't refill. But that's fine. 19, or having 10 in reserve is fine, especially since I'm not going to need a ton before here in the next boss fight. Not a lot. I will use some, but I'll also be getting some. But I got this, which increases my damage by 1, so why not? Why's my gun not coming up? Oh, right. I have to upgrade it once before I can even get a gem slot. So, I'm gonna repair that. It's just nice to repair it so you just don't forget. Really, that's it. I just don't want to forget about it, because that is horrible having that happen in the middle of a boss fight. Especially if you're like, it's not the beginning and you've taken a long time trying to fight it and whittle it down.
Welcome. What is it you desire?
So with the PS4, if you hold the X button and shake the remote in a particular way, it's supposed to do a gesture. It doesn't work. So sometimes you just press X and shift and just like move your hand and it does a gesture. So it took me a long time to figure out that because I was pressing X and moving it. Because like if I try to do it a certain way, it never works. Like ever. I've tried many, many times to get it to do a particular one, an easy one, and it just never works.
Very well.
I like that I'm just
Echoes become your strength.
sitting like that, talking with her. I think I'm gonna stand up when I.
Stand close.
Yeah.
Now shut your eyes.
All right. Hang on.
Farewell, good hunter. May you.
All right. I need to. How much do I got? Okay. So what happens with the red jewel brooch is you can either give it back to the little girl, or you can break it to get a blood gem. So I'm not going to give it to her because nothing too big happens, but basically if I give it to her, she goes out and what you can do is you can give it to her, and then you can tell her, hey, I got this safe place for you to go. The problem is she never makes it there. Unfortunately, you don't get to escort them. They take their own time, and the little girl doesn't make it. So if I don't give it to her, though, she stays there, and for all we know, she stays alive. We don't actually know that, but we don't. I know that she would die if I told her to go and gave her the brooch. So we're just gonna do that and not make sure that she doesn't have to go through that. Hooray! I desire blood echoes. I don't know. I want to level up. Let's. I'm gonna bring strength to 15, and I'm gonna leave that for a while. I don't know how much I'm gonna put into strength versus arcane once I get the holy blade. I don't know how much it scales off of strength, so I'm not going to invest too much past 15 if I don't have to. Because I'm pretty sure arcane is the one that's going to improve it the most. Alright, so we're going to Old Yarnum, and from here we have to go down, and we have to go through Old Yarnum, through the church, through what's past there is kind of like the underbelly of Old Yarnum. I forget what they call it, but it's like a second area. And then past there is the boss that we have to kill, and that unlocks the door. Now, getting the weapon after I unlock the door isn't long either. It's just another step, because I have to go back to the Cathedral Ward and open that tower. And there is a little bit of progression to be made there, but I will not be able to progress in that area past getting that weapon. The weapon is at the very top of the tower, but I don't have the key to unlock the top of the tower, so it's just to go get the weapon, and then once I've got it, I'll go back and continue the other way. Oh. Alright, I'm going to leave him alone because I don't want to drop down there first. I could, but I don't want to.
Didn't you see the warning? Turn back at once.
So he's over there, on top of that clock tower, if you're curious. Really?
Turn back, or the hunter will face the hunt.
So this guy, he's kind of like the guy in the zombie apocalypse who doesn't want to kill any of the zombies because, because at one point they were people. He's doing the same with the monsters. He's like, these were people at one point, so I'm not going to kill them. He's actually protecting them because he says, if we leave them alone, that we could just let them live as they are, where they are. It's not entirely true. The best part is, these guys are afraid of fire. So they'll attack occasionally, but for the every now and again they'll give it a passing swipe. But for the most part, they'll leave you alone if you pull out fire, which makes this place a lot nicer. So there are guys who are cloaked though, and those guys don't see the fire, so they can't be afraid of it. Yeah, these guys. So the torch does nothing for me, unfortunately. So I'm just gonna get rid of you. Pick up my dew. Toodaloo. Alright. And I think there's a shard or something back here. I'm gonna go pick up. Yeah. Perfect. Surprised I actually remember that. Man, that really shows how much I played this game. I'm starting to remember certain items and their locations. Alright. So usually they do initial attack, but past that... Alright, I need to take care of you. Oh, that's right, I forgot these guys. The cloaked guys, the reason they're cloaked up is because they also suffer from poisoning. So that's the reason for their cloak, is because they are dealing with something in addition to. I think it's something like it's a different way that they contracted it. Alright, I can't, there's no items over there. So, we're gonna... That guy up there, do you see that little thing on top of the clock tower. There's like, you can see where there was at one point a spire, now there's not, and then there's this like thing right next to it. Yeah, that's him. You're gonna see why this is a pain in the butt later. He's got a machine gun. He sits up on that tower and shoots you with the machine gun. So I have to go from cover to cover. I could make a break for it, but like I said, I'm not doing any kind of speed run. I'm replaying it like I did originally, which means going through some of the same things that I did before. This guy, he's a little tricky dicky. He's a bit bigger. Where are you going? Unless he's just not gonna do anything. You stuck in a corner, buddy? Oh, no, there we go. He's just big. And that right there is really bad if you get caught in it. Grabs are always horrible. I need to equip those antidotes. I don't want to waste them, but I for sure want to have them on. I think isn't there a guy behind me? That must not be here. Must be another point. So yeah, now I'm going to start getting bloodstone shards a little bit more frequently. And I think at one point I'll even get twin bloodstone shards, which I need to upgrade weapons past 3. So you need blood regular to get up to 3, twin to get from 4 to 6, and then blood chunks from 7 to 9. Okay. Yeah, okay. Thankfully that kills them, so I don't have to deal with them. And gotta deal with all these stupid crows. Thankfully, this and the whip is really good for taking down those mobs. Nope. Nope. And nope. Oh, excuse me. I'm gonna take a drink real quick. Whoops. Sorry. Alright. Okay, so this is the fun part. So, you know, you're just walking along, and then boom, smash into the door, ready to crash the party. Alright. Boom. Out of here. Those sweet, sweet vials. Can I actually see how many I have? Oh, I can't, because I can't actually view my blood vials in my inventory. They just don't list them. So I can't tell how much I've got. That gemstone's good for upgrading your weapons because it increases the blood tinge scaling. Alright, so what I usually do for this part is almost this entire area he can shoot. So what I usually do is I run around, because there's a little centerpiece where the tree is. I run around the tree and come back in here and attract all the enemies and fight them in here. I just don't want to deal with the machine gun, so we're gonna... Hello everybody. Hi. And back we go. Ah, come on. So thankfully, because of the torch, I don't have to deal with them all attacking all at once like they would normally. They are much more tame. Oh. I can't even use it on them. Alright, now that guy didn't get the memo. Yeah. Ow, gosh, no. Dang it. See, that's why you can't fight him in there, because he will mess you up if you stand out there for just a few seconds. So, I'm going to avoid that as much as possible. I'm going to make heal up so he doesn't trap me. Alright. I think I'm safe in this corner. Oh, no! Alright, so we're just gonna run back around. I can't remember if I can get all of them. Yeah, at least I can get some of them. Alright, if I want them to come, though, I do this. And now... Alright, so I'm going to switch between enemies to kind of mix between aggro to make sure, because if you hit them, you stagger them, so... It's kind of a strategy to like switch between two enemies when they're both facing you. You'll alternate and you'll hit one after the other, and it staggers them so that they delay their attacks long enough that you can fight two at the same time. You have to keep a steady combo though, because it's really important if you miss one of the attacks, because then you're screwed, because now they're both after you. Alright, so here's the other part. So that sound, and there he is right there. There's a hunter that likes to mess you up. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna go take care of the machine gun guy right now. That's right, we're tied up to Aaron with this crap. He shot us to death on multiple occasions. So we're gonna go take care of him. Now this guy is notoriously tough. There's some way that like people have been able to make him, they can like shove him off. Alright. Yeah, he's already waiting for me. People have made it where they've kind of glitched him into falling off the ledge. Please excuse me. I've never really gotten that to work. So yeah, this is gonna be fun. This is probably the most difficult part between here and actually getting to that boss fight that I was talking about. So I think if they shoot him, yeah, oh, okay, that's how you do it. And he's dead. Alright, cool. So I don't have to deal with him anymore. Alright, although what I am going to do is, so if an enemy dies and they drop an item, actually more importantly, if it's considered like deemed an important item, which I know hunter items are, and I think the little shard monsters, the monsters that you kill to get shards, I know that at least the hunters do it. I think those guys do too, where if you kill them, they fall and they drop the item in a place where you can't pick them up. If you quit the game and reload it, it goes back to their like origin, their like starting point. So for this guy, he drops a badge and something else that allows you to get some weapons. So we're gonna kill. Oh, after killing him, I'm gonna reload the game so that when it will put us right on top there where I left, but it will also respawn the items so I can just pick him up where he died. So I don't have to pick so I don't lose it. I actually figured out the first time because originally when I killed him, I actually like got him to what? Oh, okay. That's the first time I've ever seen that happen. Well, anyway. Alright, so the hunter badge, that's what we wanted. Last time I killed him, I actually pushed him off this way, but it wasn't until his health was like, he was basically dead. I think he only had like 2 or 3 hits left, and then I managed to push him off, and he actually fell and died right here because of the angle. So his item was on top of that post, and I couldn't pick it up. So that's when I learned that if you restart it, it'll put the item back up there. Alright, so now we've got to deal with this son of a gun. There's no cheese in him. He's just difficult. He's also a hunter, so he has blood vials and all that good stuff too, so. Also, he's got the pistol. He doesn't have the blunderbuss, which means his bullets are a little bit easier to dodge. He also likes to hide in the smoke. And take that. Oh, yeah. Take it. Wow, that did not do as much as I wanted it to. Don't be healing. I'm shooting him a lot because I don't want him to heal. Oh yeah, get him into the fire. Ow. I'm gonna heal up after that just in case. Just exchanging blows. No, don't heal, dang it. That's what's annoying. I think he's only got like 1 or 2 in him. Still, it's really annoying. Yeah, again, I'm using a lot of bullets because I'm trying to stagger him. Oh, that should have gotten him. Because I'm trying to stop him from healing and also interrupt his combos. Because see, he's just as much of a comboer as I am. That was a nice little exchange there. Alright, thank you very much. I don't have to kill that dude, but it is so annoying if I don't. Because he follows you in this entire area. There's some items I want to pick up here. Ow. Give me that pebble. So yeah, I'm low on blood vials, but I forget what's over here. Yeah, I know I can go. Actually, can I go that? Yeah. I don't remember what's over there. Oh, that might be where I wanted to go. Okay, I thought it was down here. Maybe it's not. So if I was just trying to run through it, and I didn't care about him, I can actually run past both his gunfire and this guy by, remember when I originally hid, it was behind that little outcropping, where my torch is and my head is right now? A little brick outcropping. I could have, run down, just jumped, not done the ladder, just jumped off the ladder, and, ran all the way past here. The hunter, thankfully, will stop following you right about here or so, past the stairs. So I could have just, that's why I ran past him to get to the gunman, because I know the gunman was going to be more difficult. But there's an item I missed over here, because I think, yeah, this guy. I don't want to deal with the guy and the gun and the machine gun, so I just wait until I've killed both of them before going and getting it. It's just some free souls, so it's not a big deal if I miss it either. Alright, so there's a little bit of stuff down here. There's a couple guys. Burn sound again. Actually, did I not pick up the... Maybe I did, I didn't notice. No? Where do I pick up the hunt? So you get... So right now I have what's called just the torch. Later on you get the hunter's torch, which, for all intents and purposes, is just better. There's no real reason for having the torch once you get the hunter's torch. The hunter's torch is just... The only difference is that it does more fire damage. Alright, and I don't think I can get over there, but I'm gonna try anyway. Yeah, it forces you off that way. Kind of annoying. I wish they had just put a wall there instead of doing that kind of invisible wall thing, but, you know, whatever. It is what it is. Alright, now I know there's a group of enemies, and I know some come down. I just remember where all of them are. Alright, there's a big one right there. There's a couple little ones. So if I can get rid of the big one first, that'd be great. Man. He's a scurry little son of a gun. There we go. Alright. I don't want my pistol out. I only have 2 bullets, so I'm gonna hold on to them. I could use blood bullets, but I'm not gonna bother. Yeah, so there's all these guys down here. It's actually pretty creepy, especially if you've got the brightness down like I do. I like it. I don't like intentionally making it dark, but I do like having it, like if the game is meant to be a certain darkness and they have a torch implemented because they want you to use the torch, I don't like raising the brightness so that I don't have to use the torch. Like obviously that's the better option, but you know, that's how it was designed. That's kind of how I want to play it. Plus it's a lot more, I don't know what the right word is, atmospheric. When I'm having to go through here and I have to, whoop, step on the ground, believe me, beneath me. I'm stepping through some of the boards. That's actually kind of cool. But like when I'm not able to use my gun because I have to use a torch to light the place. I don't know. I like it. I think it's cool. Did I feel like an idiot. Did I open that? I did. Man, I am scatterbrained. And did I not get the weapon that I'm so confused. Soft spear is supposed to be in here. I'm so confused. Not soft spear, I'm sorry. Rifle spear. Did I not pick that up there? Man, every time I play this, I figure that's where I pick up the rifle spear. Must not be it. Oh, it's okay, buddy. So help me. Oh, there. Okay, there it is. Man, why isn't that on the chest instead it's on the random guy? I really didn't want everyone to get that, I guess. Alright, and over here, we've got a new set of armor. Got a charred hunter garb. So all the armor in this game, except for like maybe 2 exceptions, 1 being your starting armor and 2 being you can actually get the doll's clothes. Except for those 2, every piece of armor you get in this game is actually functional. It just depends on what function you're trying to do. Because what changes is the different stats. So, see how this one, the physical defense doesn't change too much, but it lowers in blood and bolt resistances, raises in fire, raises in poison, but lowers in frenzy. So you see what I mean? Like there's trade-offs. But you can also see that the fire increases by a lot, even while the other ones just drop by little bits. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the charred hunter garb because I think usually I use it because there's just various times where like I think there's just like fire, like for example those like burning stakes and like the crucifixes where you see the monsters being burned on trees, like I think there's one in here, yeah, like this. I like having the fire resistance so in case I get knocked into that, because I don't know if any of you guys noticed, but when I was fighting that guy I actually knocked him into it, or more or less he rolled into it and did a pretty hefty amount of fire damage to him. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is, since I've got a little bit more to go, I'm going to use those. I got plenty of blood vials. I want to go up there. Okay. Change of plan. I forgot about that. I've got a little bit of ways to go. So this is kind of what I was talking about, where there's a lot to... It's not necessarily like lots of bosses and stuff. There's a lot to do. I'm close to halfway, I think. I'm probably halfway. I don't remember how long the next portion is. I just remember parts of it. So I got this guy. So what happens is you walk, that's where I was. You walk underneath and he drops down on you. Now I think I only missed like maybe an item up here that I can get soon. I'm just going to go this way to initiate something else important. Alright, let's see. Just double checking all the areas, making sure I'm not missing anything. Okay. We'll walk over here. Nothing over there. So yeah. You know it's a Souls game when you gotta walk on the rafters. Okay, so... I think I'm... Actually, did I pass it? I may have passed the part that I wanted. Is that where I need to do it? Where do I need to do it? Hang on a second. I know there's a part... So you see this, what this is just a big, really big beast. I think it's actually one of the cleric beasts that you fight at the beginning. Because the reason it's called a cleric beast is it's literally one of the church members. And for some reason or other, the church members who become beasts turn into these enormous ones, like the big daddies. Like, they're big. So that's why the guy jumped out from the church. This is like a smaller one. It's not the healing church, or at least the cathedral ward that I was at. It's not the actual church. The actual church is blocked off, and that's where the cleric beast is. Anyway, that guy, he's hanging up there, and if you knock him over, if you break one of the chains, he falls down and he catches on fire, I guess. But it kills a lot of the enemies that are otherwise preoccupied underneath. You can see them all kind of staring up at him. But I don't remember. Is it here? Oh, that's right. So this clever little thing, for whatever reason, there's a jar of pitch. Break that. It catches on fire. So that's what happens. I don't drop the chandelier. I drop that. And that drops fire. So the center was all covered in oil. And now that that's on fire, I killed 3 or 4 of them. So, I mean, there's still a lot to fight, but at least I don't have as many to fight. There's an item over there. All it is it's a bandage. It's like a different costume for the messengers. So when you put messages down, like over here, see these guys. Yeah, so these guys have a ribbon on their head, and it's basically an item that you get that acts as a costume for these guys. Would you just shut up? Apparently those guys are supposed to call enemies over to them, I guess. Yeah, okay, I guess they are going over towards them. They're a crier. Although in this one they're literally just screaming so that they all come towards him. So he sees you, starts screaming, and then they all start coming up the stairs. So there's not really a good way to get around this bit, so we're just gonna have to ham it. Although I am gonna get rid of him because I'm sick of your crap, buddy. And there's another one underneath that I have to deal with, but he's not urgent. Is there anything over here? No, I know that they're coming up the stairs, but yeah, there's one. See, are you the one screaming? If it's just you, I'm fine, but I don't want to deal with the other guys. Okay, it's just you. There we go. I'm always one hit short, so a charge attack should do it. Alright, and then there's a couple guys. Yeah. There we go. That takes care of you. For some reason, the other guy's not even noticing. That's funny. Alrighty then. Take care of you. Alright, let's see what we got here. Okay. So that's where I came in. Alright, so here's another couple of places I can go. So these are the rafters underneath the rafters I was just on. And I drop down here, and I think I just pick up a couple items. And that's all. Do I need to jump or just drop? I just drop. And I don't know if I can make that or not. So I can know there's down there. Okay. Shut up, will ya? I get you. There he is. He's down there in that little opening. That's the guy who keeps screaming. Nothing but blood here. That's this whole game. That ain't unique to here. And there's nothing unique over here. Oh, where is it? Oh yeah, those guys have top hats. I don't know where you get the top hat emote or costume, but you can somewhere. Alright, is it just you? Are you it? There's one guy. Alright. The screamers, they don't do much. He's kind of following me around, but yeah, he kind of just, for the most part, he's just going to stay behind and scream. He's not going to try and do too much. Wait, you know the screamer? Maybe you're not him. Well, you are. You're just more aggressive than I usually have to deal with. Alright, here we go. Pick up some Madman's knowledge. So now you're over here. Alright, get out of here. Thank you. Blood vials. See, I haven't really had to deal with a low amount of blood vials for a while now. And I got so many before I had even needed to use one. So a lot are actually in my inventory right now. So I should be decently stocked up for the next fight. Because the next fight is a doozy. At least he tends to be. Alright, so there he is. He's down in that cathedral right there. I still have a little bit of ways to go though. I have to unlock a couple of shortcuts too to make the trek not as ridiculously long. Lord knows it would be if I didn't open them. Oh, come on, you were done. My turn. What the? That, oh, no item. Oh, this one. I was trying to lock onto him, but he was behind a tree, so I said, screw it. So I'm just gonna flat around there like a madman. Okay. So, I have to go through here, and I have to go around. I have to do all that stuff, go down those stairs, and eventually get to fighting him. And once I fight him, that's when I can get the sword. Well, unlock the way to the sword. So, we're going to unlock another shortcut right here. And I think I'm going to head back. Because there's not another lamp between here and the boss. And I don't want to lose this many souls to him. So since I'm going to open the shortcut anyway, I'm going to go ahead and use it. So I'm going to climb up this ladder. I'm going to lock a door. And then I can climb up the ladder that I originally skipped. And I'm right back at the bonfire. So now we're back up here. We're going to go right up here. Alright. Up these stairs. And then the bonfire is just... lantern. The lantern's just past this door. Look at leveling up. I think I'll upgrade my weapon to... if I have enough. I don't know if I have enough. I haven't been keeping track. But I might upgrade it to +3. Well, no. Because after the boss, I'll be able to unlock... I'll be able to actually get the weapon I want. And that'll be enough to upgrade it 2 more times. So instead, I think I'll hold on to it. Okie dokie. Gotta move move this a little bit. Where's it? Yeah, that's fine. Oops. Sorry about that. Okay.
Welcome home. What is it? Very well.
Let's see. I can level up twice, almost 3 times. I'm gonna save those. I want to wait to upgrade too much of the weapons because I want that to really go into stuff I want. So I know the next boss is going to be tough, so I haven't upgraded my endurance. So I'll do one of those, but I'll also do one of health because I know he's going to be a doozy.
Farewell, good hunter.
Oh yeah, how many blood vials do I have? 22 spares. That's good. I might get a couple more before the boss naturally, so I don't have to buy too many more. Let's see what we got. Oh, that's right. So this one, rally potential, is the amount of health you get back for each swing of the sword. So I have 11. Okay. This is the weapon that I got. It's the rifle spear. It's a really good one, but it's a skill-based weapon. I used it a lot when I played my skill-based character. Its secondary form is you hold it in 2 hands, and the R2 is a blunderbuss. So it acts as like a 2-handed spear, like actually more like a halberd, like it kind of chops, and then you can shoot it to get the blunderbuss effect. So it's kind of fun because it only counts as one weapon, but it also has it's also a gun. For all you Ruby fans, it's also a gun.
Well, what is it?
Right.
Farewell.
Do I want to? I don't want to lose these, so I'm going to break that and level up once more.
Welcome, what is it?
Because I don't want to lose those.
Very well, then.
Let's do that. You can never have too much health. Like, you might want something first, but you'll always want help. You'll always want to have a high vitality stat. Especially in Bloodborne. In the Dark Souls games, there were so many stats that it was more forgivable to like stop your vitality at 20, 25, something around there, because after a while levels get expensive and you want to put it in stuff you really want. So you'll see more glass cannon and attack builds as opposed to sturdy builds. But in this game, because there's only 6, most characters will stick with health and endurance and then 1, maybe 2 others, because there's very few weapons that rely on scaling from 4 different types. Alright, so here's another thing. So we're going to try and go up to this guy right here. And I wanted to pick that up. I always forget about that. Crap. Oh, dang it. I might make a quick detour to come pick that up a little bit later. Because they did it on purpose. You're going after that guy and he falls off and you kill him before picking up the item because you're rushing it. And I do that every freaking time. Alright. Here's the hunter. This is the hunter's torch. So I know there's someone hiding. Alright, it's over here. He's hiding over here. Yeah, there you are. I know you game. I know what you're doing. Yeah, get out of my shop. Get out of my town. This is my turf. There it is. Okay. I was thinking of this being in another spot. So, as you can see, it has more durability, more fire attack, better arcane scaling. Oh yeah, so arcane actually improves the damage of torches because it improves fire damage, so obviously. So yeah, like there's no real need for the torch once you get the hunter's torch. I don't really know why they bothered having both. Because there's no negative. Usually, because Souls games don't rely on any kind of progression. So when you fight enemies, you fight the next... Like, the enemies will steadily get more and more difficult, but the actual items you get improve because you want them to, most times. Not because there's a better weapon. They're usually just more specific. Now, it's different in Dark Souls because there's so many. There are weapons that are better than others, but not a lot. Like, there's usually the weapons that you pick off of weak enemies are weak, and when you pick off strong enemies are strong. So, and this one though, it's just one. So it's more so in, it doesn't make sense in Bloodborne because there's so many, or there's so few items and so few weapons that the fact that they just bothered to make a second one that's an identical copy that's just better, doesn't really make sense. Yes, in my opinion, I'd be curious to know if and why they decided to do that, but who knows? There might not have been a real reason. At least not a big one. Alright, back we go. So that door I couldn't get through. I thought I could actually drop down there early, but I couldn't. Which is fine, because once I unlock that door, I will be able to. I thought I could drop down a different way and get there, but I was wrong, so... No problemo. I could run past these guys. I don't like risking it with these large groups. Especially with those guys. These guys are... not a... Oh, gosh. Oh, what? Is someone behind me? Okay, it straight up looked like I was getting attacked by someone invisible. That was weird. I know that's not the case. Just where I was looking, I didn't see his arm swing, and it didn't look like he was attacking me at all. It looked like someone else was. So yeah, I can fall down here. I can drop down here. I know I can run past these guys. I'm gonna go down here. And we're here. Speedrun strats. Oh, I even got some free souls from some random death. Alright, I don't remember how long this next part is. This is the final stretch before the boss. And I know there's enemies here. I just never remember where. There you are. There's, yeah. Ah. Oh, crap. Oh, I knew it. I knew it. That's... Nope. Oh, gosh. See? That's why I went and upgraded my souls. Man, you're just annoying because you're running away. Give me my health back. Oh, what the... Don't turn around like that. Yeah, give me that. Don't give me that crap. I ain't having none of that. Yeah, so there's two of those guys, and I was close enough for one of them to see me. Dang it. There's another one. So there's two of them patrolling the streets down here. Yeah, there's the other one. Take a rock to the face. Alright, so you don't want to take those guys head on. You want to circle around them, which is a pretty common Dark Souls thing, but it's particularly true with those guys. Those are the fully formed beasts. Those what all the other guys that I'm fighting. Actually, the little ones are because of the poison. So remember when I was saying that the poison it turns them into beasts, but in a different way. That's what they turn into. Is they become beasts, but they're weaker form because of the nature of the poison. Yeah, that's a boss that just opens a way to the boss. or you beat the boss and you come from there. So I can't get there for quite a bit of time, actually. But those guys, those are just the natural from the blood that the church was giving out. That's the general curse. And so those guys are big and mean and nasty. Alright. Alright, so this scared the crap out of me the first time I played this. Boom! Oh, lock on. Oh, shouldn't be rolling backwards, but I need to get some ground. Hit him in the butt. Yeah. I hate those guys. I'm really glad that I don't have to deal with them soon. Eventually, they'll stop. Even more fun enemies. Sometimes, yeah. I don't know where he comes from. He must be on top of that ledge and just drop down. Because it's like, I keep looking. I don't see where he comes from, but I know he's gonna come. I know he's gonna appear. He's gotta be from up there. Yeah, that's nothing. That's nothing. Alright, so I'm gonna go unlock that shortcut. This is precaution for if I die. More like when. I act like I'm going to die at a boss fight at least once. It just makes things easier. Because, you know, this is only a waste if I did the boss fight perfectly and didn't die. Otherwise, it's completely important to do. So, you know, I'm confident in my abilities, but I'm not that confident. This is a tough game. I don't act like I can go through without any deaths. I've already died. Some of them were dumb. Like, not in the game's way, I mean in my own. Like, I shouldn't have let that happen. So, there I go. Got a couple more fire paper. I think it works pretty well on him because, so the big deal about fire is that the beasts are weak to fire, which is why some of them are scared of them. Scared of me carrying around a torch. Please excuse me. I think those are the only guys that actually are scared of fire that I can at least think of. I don't remember. There's so many doors I keep thinking that possibly have something. Alright, he's screaming. And he's behind that mist, but I don't want to mess with him because this guy... I want to kill this guy first. There we go. He's just yelling. There we go. Oh, look at red eyes. That's creepy. What? Someone's specter. That's how someone died originally. Oh. Yeah. That right there. Those combos. The combos that those guys do on you are horrible. The big beast, that is. Oh, good. I was needing some bullets. Yeah, but if they catch you in one, you're dead. Surprised I didn't die a couple of times, actually. Yeah, he must have been up here. Alright, so I know there's a little scritter over there. There's something over here. I think yeah, it's this. Don't really need that, but whatever. Okay, he already disappeared. I heard him. Those guys actually give a little audio cue for when they disappear. It's like this really low but very audible rumble, like a very low bit of thunder. That's how you know that they've disappeared. To get them again, I have to go back to the bonfire and go back to Hunter's Dream and come back. Alright, so I could summon Alfred for this fight. I don't know if it helps me. I don't feel like I need to. Then again, it obviously would help to do it. Ah, dang it. Oh my gosh, look how much health he took. Ah, come on, man. So there's these guys hiding around. So this next guy, I've been stocking up antidotes for a while now because this next boss, oh lord, does he love to poison you. Starts out by just regular attacks, and then eventually it gets to the point where even being too close to him poisons you. And there's a tree in my way. And his way too. Thank you very much. I know there's more. Just getting some free soul items. Echoes. Gosh, I need to stop saying. I just need to stop apologizing because I'm not. It's not going to change. I'm going to continue to say bonfire and souls. I might as well just not even try. I'll go ahead and summon Alfred. I don't have too much time to stream left, so I want to go ahead and get this boss fight done and over with. So, you can summon NPCs by, using the Old Hunter Bell, which is different than using the Resonance Bell. Resonance Bell works on more of a random, kind of like the original Dark Souls does. The Old Hunter is you go actually to a particular spot and summon an NPC. Actually, no, that's actually more like the original Dark Souls. The way Bloodborne does it is you ring it, and then people will randomly get summoned into your world to help you, and kind of more like invaders are. All right, so this guy, let me get my antidotes out. He's something. His patterns aren't too difficult. It's mostly the poison. Yeah, and he's got... Oh, dang it! Actually got a visceral by doing a charge attack. Oh, don't. Thank you. No. Wait, where'd he go? There he is. Ah. I almost got that charge attack on him. Oh gosh. That was dicey. You can see why this guy causes so many people trouble. Alright, I'm glad he's got blood vials to use. But the problem with this guy is just how far he moves. And he's stuck in a wall. Man, this guy's clipping in through walls like nothing other. Alright. Actually, I'm gonna go do something real quick. There's actually... Wait, you know what? I will not. So back there, if you saw, there's 4 antidotes to use. But I don't need them yet because I still have full antidotes. Alright, so now he's in his second form. Ah, I didn't get it on him. I'm trying to get that charge attack on his back to activate a visceral attack. Because you can do it right before they attack or from their back, just like a regular enemy. You can also do enough damage to their head, but that's only that built up in one swing. It was over half. Ah, dang it. Come on. Really, I'm judging my progress based off of having Alfred, because Alfred is definitely making this easier, because every now and again he goes towards him instead of me. So I'm watching Alfred's health more than I'm watching mine Because I know I have enough vials. I know I have enough. I'm trying to see how long Alfred's gonna last. I know he's healed up twice, so I don't think he's got much more in him. Oh, get it. Ah, I didn't get it. Wait, what am I doing? I could have done it from the back, probably. I could have done this one from the back. This is when it gets difficult. So now... Oh, no. Well, I think it's like... This is usually where everyone dies, so yeah. Alright, I don't think he's got any more vials, but at least he's more alive. Oh, he's got one. So thankfully, I'm going to just go ahead and use one. Just to save myself a little bit of headache. Alright, come on. He's almost out. Oh, no. Oh. Man, that was close to getting hit by that one. Just like all the bosses, the reason that they're so difficult is they require, like, so much precision and not making mistakes. So, like, it looks like I'm doing really well, but it's only going to take one combo. I think he's going to... Yep. I got a hit. Whatever. Oh, crap. See? It only takes one bad move, and all of a sudden... And see? I almost died there twice. Alright. Alfred's dead. But, so is he. Alright. Alright, and see, I got the Fumaru Chalice. The Fumaru Chalice is what starts out your Chalice dungeons. So that's what makes that boss difficult. As you can see, like, it looked like I was doing really well for most of the fight, but it's that last stage, and one bad move, and you're dead. So that's what makes it so difficult, is it requires a ton of concentration to make no mistakes. It's not like... Because, yeah, obviously I was doing well, but, you know, on those a couple times, if I had made one more mistake, I would have died. You have to keep your cool in those really tight situations. Alright, so... I kind of want to hold on to these. The souls, I mean. Because I can now go get the weapon that I wanted to get. So I think I'm going to. Yeah. Because the next part's not difficult. There's a few groups, but nothing too difficult. I just have to get to the top of the tower. Ugh. Alright, so now that I unlocked the spot in the Cathedral Ward, stupid thing keeps falling. I gotta climb the tower to the choir. And the choir is this, like... The choir is kind of like the introduction to the real goal of this game, or the real story of this game. Because you start out thinking, like, oh, I'm just a hunter. I'm just here to kill beasts and try and end the beast hunt. And that is more or less true. That is your goal. But it's not your only goal. Well, man, you nothing. I know you. I know your game. I know you at. So the choir are these, like... So there's this whole thing about, like, the moon presence, and, like, there's basically, like, basically aliens. Just think of it as there are aliens, and there's this part of... I don't know if they're actually of the church or originated from the church that are, like, studying them, and they're called the choir. And so where I'm going right now is to the choir loft. Alright. Now, where he dropped, I actually can go. I'm not going to, but I can. I don't know if there's much benefit in me doing that at all, so I'm not going to mess with it right now. Because I'm trying to get... I want to get my weapon. It's not the weapon I'm going to stick with, but it is the weapon I want to use for... many guys. It's the weapon I want to use for now until I get to the DLC where I can... Oh, okay. Alright, sorry. Concentrating. That was the stupid gunners. It's always the gunners. So he's trying to use his torch to get you to back off because he thinks you're a beast. Because that's what they do with the other beasts. So there's two guys up there. They're being dorks and just sitting up there with their guns and shooting you. And this guy just sits in the corner and shoots you with his gun. Someone just dropped... For a second, it looked like someone dropped down behind me. So many coffins. And not just here, like this whole place is just filled with coffins. Alright, so I know... Oh, I gotta roll. There's another Gatling gun Gramps. Gatling gun Granny? I don't know. I like Gatling gun Granny, but I'm pretty sure it's a dude. Hello. I don't know if you've been listening to these guys, but they've got a great vocal track. They're just like, oh, okay. Oh. Dang it. Yeah, it's the grandpa that's annoying. His gun hurts more. I would kill him if it wasn't for the big guy. Alright. Come on, Bubba. I didn't quite get that. I'm gonna try and get a... Yeah. Wow, I actually... Surprised it didn't knock me over. It hurt me, but it didn't knock me over. Oh. Random levitation. Alright. Because if you do a visceral attack on someone, just like if you repeatedly swing your sword on them and hit them a lot, it brings your health back. So does visceral attack, except the visceral attack restores all of it all at once. Alright. Did the other guy die? I don't remember if the other... I'm pretty sure he did. Because there was another gun guy that I didn't get to kill, but I pushed him off. I think he fell off. If he fell off, he's dead. Or if he fell on the... If he fell into the... If he didn't hit the bridge. Sorry. If he didn't hit the stairwell, then he's dead. Alright, up we go. And I think there's only like... one more floor to go, maybe? I don't remember. The sky and the cosmos are one. So this is where you start to realize that, you know, there's more at play. There's notes like that, and then right up to where I will get, like right up, like the chest for the sword that I want is right outside the gate to the choir. But I won't be able to get to there until much later because there's actually, the choir is an optional area, just like what all I was doing with, alright, so there's a Gramps. I think there's another sniper on the other side, but, oh, that's right, he's a flame sprayer. What the, oh, you're not dead? Fine. Ah, yeah, I knew there was another one. These crazy sons of guns, they just sit in the lawn chairs spraying you down with flamethrowers and Gatling guns. They're the real madmen. You hear them laugh? Alright, this is it. Alright. Radiant Sword Hunter badge. That's exactly what I need. And this is the choir, so I can't get back there. But I got what I needed. So I'm going to go ahead and teleport since it's much quicker. Although unfortunately, it just brings me back to. It just brings me back to the lantern. It doesn't bring me back to the dream, which is kind of annoying having to do because now I have to wait for this loading screen, and then I have to go back to the dream and wait through another loading screen. Thanks. Yeah, it's not too big of a deal, but it's annoying nonetheless. That was actually something the director wanted to fix for Dark Souls 3, which he did, was in this one, the lanterns only take you back to the Hunter's Dream. There's no way to like warp between lanterns. You have to come back here, go through one loading screen, and then go through another loading screen to go to a new area. It didn't bother me until he mentioned it. I can see why a lot of people did find it annoying. For me, it wasn't too big of a deal, but in the Dark Souls 3, you can warp, so every time you go sit down at a bonfire, you can go to any other bonfire that you've gone to. You don't have to go back to the hub world first. Alright, so I don't remember how much it costs, so I hope I have enough. I do not. So Ludwig's Holy Blade is what I've been going for. And I also can get the Tomb Prospector garb, which is ridiculously expensive, but it's what I want. It's just the outfit I wanted to go with. I've considered doing like Ludwig's rifle, but I'm not sure if I will. It's kind of clunky from what I saw. I also need this, so from here I need to use the Hunter Chief emblem to get to the next zone. So I kind of have to buy this, but I also need to get the weapon I want, but I also get the armor. So I'm gonna pop all of those soul gems or blood things that I got. I meant to do both, but that's okay. So I got a lot of things I want to get, so I'm gonna just pop them all right here. There we go. It's probably not gonna get me quite enough, but I'm gonna get as much as I can from them. Yeah, nowhere close to enough, but okay. So let me think this through. Actually, speaking of that, let me see if some of these things I don't use. I don't use beast blood pellets. Some people really like them. I don't. Those I'm not going to use. Those I never use. The pungent cocktails are what you throw. They're like the skulls from Dark Souls, where if you throw it, the enemies are supposed to go there, but not all of them do. I think that's it. Everything else I'll use. Oh, the torch. I don't need the torch anymore. And I don't need 2 sets. That's it. So I don't need 2 sets of hunter gloves and trousers. Oh, I don't need it, but I don't really want to get rid of it either. I don't know. This is the starting equipment. I mean, it's unique, but there's no... there's no point in keeping it. Alright, so I got 32,000. So, weapon I want is the Ludwig's Holy Blade. That's 20,000. The armor I want to get is the Prospector Garb, which is 18,000. I don't have enough for both of those, but I do have enough to get the emblem and the weapon, which is, I think that's what I'll do. That'll let me progress. I will save up money to get the Prospector Garb. So I'm going to 16 and 12. Wait, I thought I had enough.
Very well.
Ah, nuts. I should have been leveling up skill so I could use it. Ah, crap. Well, alright. Dang it. I'm gonna do some grinding to get that. Alright. Well, I think I'm gonna call it right there. I've been doing it for probably like 2 hours now, so I'm gonna call it right there. Thanks everyone for stopping by, and if you're watching on YouTube, go ahead and give my channel a subscription. Just it helps it out, and it also lets you keep updated with all my streams. I'll hopefully be updating that pretty regularly with my streams because Twitch doesn't save them, so YouTube will. But yeah, thanks everyone for watching. I really appreciate it, and hope to see you in the next one. I can turn this off, like usual.